You've been trying to stay strong for so long, and honestly, it's exhausting. Maybe nobody around you fully sees it because you still go to work, answer messages, smile when people ask how you're doing. But deep down, there's this quiet heaviness you carry every single day, especially when another prayer seems to go unanswered and another week passes without anything changing. You prayed for the relationship to heal, for the financial pressure to lift, for the diagnosis to improve, for one clear sign from God that you are not doing all of this alone, but instead, silence. And what makes waiting so painful is not just the delay itself, it's the uncertainty. It's waking up every morning wondering if today will finally be different, while part of your heart is already bracing for disappointment again because hope feels dangerous after you've carried it for so long. Maybe you haven't said this out loud, but part of you is tired of being strong, tired of telling yourself to keep believing, tired of hearing, just trust God when your soul already feels stretched thin, tired of trying not to fall apart in quiet moments nobody else sees. And yet, you clicked on this video for a reason, because somewhere underneath the exhaustion, there is still a small part of you that hasn't completely given up. A part that still wants to believe your story is not over, even if the waiting season has been longer than you ever imagined. So before we go any further, breathe for a second. You are not weak because this season hurt you. You are human, and God is still here, even in the silence. One of the hardest parts about waiting is feeling like your life is standing still while everyone else keeps moving forward. You scroll through updates. People are getting married. Doors are opening. Prayers are being answered. And meanwhile, you're still asking God for the same thing you prayed about months ago, maybe years ago. That kind of waiting can quietly make you question your worth. But what if this season is not punishment? What if it's preparation? Because God often does his deepest work in hidden places, not on stages, not in moments of applause, but in wilderness seasons where nobody sees the internal transformation happening inside you. The waiting is shaping your endurance, your discernment, your capacity to carry what you've been asking for. And sometimes, the very thing you are begging God to release too early would crush the version of you that exists today. So hear this gently. A closed door does not always mean no. Sometimes it means not yet. Sometimes it means your spirit is still growing roots strong enough to sustain the blessing that's coming. What if the delay is actually protecting you? What if the door is closed because you aren't ready for what's behind it yet? That changes the way you wait. Not as someone abandoned, but as someone being prepared for alignment, wisdom, and the kind of breakthrough that arrives at the right time, not just the fast time, right now. I want this moment to become a prayer. Not a perfect prayer. Not a perfect prayer. Not polished words. Just an honest conversation between your tired heart and the God who still sees you completely. So wherever you are, breathe slowly. And let these words settle over you. God, you see the exhaustion they've been carrying. The silent battles, the disappointments they never fully explained to anyone else. You know how heavy this waiting season has felt, and you know the nights when their faith almost slipped through their fingers. But Lord, stay close to them here. When their mind becomes overwhelmed, bring peace. When discouragement whispers lies, bring truth. When they feel forgotten, remind them they are still deeply loved. Renew their strength, not fake strength that forces a smile, but deep inner endurance. The kind that helps them rise again after disappointment. The kind that steadies the heart when answers still have not arrived yet, and the kind that quietly trusts you, even in uncertainty. Father, breathe fresh hope into every exhausted place inside them. Open the right doors at the right time. Protect them from what is not meant for them. Align their steps with your wisdom and favor. And while they wait, let them feel your presence in ordinary moments, like a calm hand resting gently over an anxious heart. If this prayer is for you, softly say, I will not give up, because your story is still unfolding. And even here, in the waiting, something is already shifting inside you. Maybe nothing around you changed during these last few minutes. The situation may still be unresolved. The prayer may still be unanswered. The waiting season may not be over yet. But hopefully, something inside you feels a little lighter now, because sometimes the first breakthrough is not external. Sometimes it's internal. It's the moment your breathing slows down, the moment panic loosens its grip, the moment your soul remembers that God has not abandoned you in this process. And that matters more than you realize. You do not have to carry tomorrow all at once. You do not have to force yourself to have every answer tonight. Just take the next breath, the next prayer, the next small step forward. That is enough for now. And maybe this season is not only teaching you how to wait on God. Maybe it's teaching you how to rest with Him too, how to stop measuring your worth by visible progress and instead recognize that your value has never depended on how quickly things change. So before this video ends, hold on to this truth. Delayed does not mean denied. Silence does not mean absence. And waiting does not mean your life has stopped. Your breakthrough may be growing quietly beneath the surface right now, in ways you cannot yet see. So don't give up. Keep your heart open. Keep showing up. Keep believing that peace, alignment, open doors, and unexpected favor can still find you at exactly the right moment. And tonight, let yourself rest. God is still with you in the hallway.